My name is Jonas Frey and I welcome you to this video where I will give you a brief overview of the EEROS Template Project. The EEROS Template Project is a great starting point for developing your own custom EEROS applications. It contains the three basic systems of EEROS: a safety system, a control system, and a sequencer along with a configuration file that can be used to access the hardware of the BeagleBone Blue and the main function that launches the entire application. But let's jump right into the development environment and take a look at the various files. First of all, there is a cmaclist.txt file that is required to compile the project. In this file, we should change only the second line that defines the name of our application. Next is the source directory, where we store all our source files. These are the main function, the control system, and the safety properties that belong to the safety system. The main function is already fully implemented. However, there are three lines that are commented out. Uncomment them if you want to access the hardware through the hardware abstraction layer. The control system and the safety system also contain some basic implementations, but it is up to you to customize these two files according to the needs of your application. We will look at how you can do this in a later video. Then there is the include directory, where we store all our header files. There are three subfolders where you can create your own custom blocks, sequences, and steps. In each subfolder, you will also find a corresponding template, which you can use as a starting point for your own development. Then there are the header files for the control system and safety properties, whose source files we have already seen. And finally, there is a header file where you can implement the sequencer. Lastly, there is the config directory, which contains the hardware configuration file for the BeagleBone Blue. In this file, all accessible hardware as well as corresponding conversion factors are described. When we build the project, an additional directory called build is created. This directory contains files that are automatically created by CMake. However, only two of them are interesting for us. One is the compiled application, which is given the name you defined earlier in cmaclists.txt, and the other is our hardware configuration file. Depending on whether you are accessing the hardware, you may need to copy both files or just the application file to the BeagleBone Blue to run your application. This concludes the brief introduction to the EEROS Template Project. As already mentioned, we will go into more detail about the implementation of the different systems in a later video. Thank you for following me through this introductory video, and I will see you in the next one.